What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about how do I compare a software engineering job in Germany versus in Canada. So this is going to be English. So some of you guys are Japanese, some of you guys are English speaking. So this is for you guys. So I have been working as a software engineer in Germany for about a year and a half now. But before that, I worked as an engineer in Canada and the United States. And I graduated from Canadian Uni. So most of my life outside of Japan, I lived in North America, and then a year and a half I've been in Europe and in Germany. So I have both a working experience in Europe, Germany, and also North America. So I'd like to compare that. So first point, like the biggest difference I must point out in the first thing is the vacation time, work-life balance, and the vacation time. So in Germany, this area, labor law protection is pretty strong. So companies, it's harder for companies to fire people here than in North America. And also, we are protected by laws about how many hours we can work per week, and some more detailed, rules about how many days we need to spend before we can start working and work like extra hours. So we need to have like some span of time away from like extra hours kind of thing in Germany. So all included, the approach to work-life balance from a government and a law in Germany is pretty strong, and that's the biggest difference. And in terms of a number of facts, minimum vacation days stipulated by German law is minimum 20 days a year. Whereas in United States and Canada, I believe they are 10 days per minimum. And then if you're a software engineer, like a highly professional, highly qualified, highly skilled worker, the software engineer, specifically in Germany, you usually get 25 to 30 days. So 25 days is 5 weeks, 30 days, 6 weeks. So 6 weeks is not unusual at all. It's not uncommon, which means it's pretty common for software engineers. 6 weeks is impossible in like North America. That's another thing, language. Can I just use English for my work as an engineer developer in Germany? And the answer is maybe 7 to 3, yes and no. So most of the companies have international team of engineers and developers, so the common language needs to be English. So especially if you're in a tech field, then less likely you need to speak German, right? But some companies require you to speak German even if you're an engineer, but those are probably like maybe 20%, I don't know, quite sure. Based on a number of emails and requests I get from recruiters here, about 7 to 3 or 8 to 2, I think I could do just in English. And of course, North America, common language is English, so everything's in English. So in terms of language, it doesn't have much, it doesn't have much delta working as an engineer here or North America. The next point, the difference that I want to bring up here is that there are more consultancy in Europe in general, including UK, France here, than in North America. And this is due to a labor law protection kind of thing, which makes companies harder to fire people, which means less flexibility, less elasticity for companies to scale up and scale down. Because of that, it takes so much time for German companies to hire full-timer because they need to go through the budget thing as well, and then usually here notice period is 2 to 3 months, which means people cannot switch in 2 weeks. It slows down the process, right? So because of that, contract consultant is a kind of working solution now, because contractors can be let go anytime because they're a contractor. And then they can be injected in the project and ejected from the project, just like, very commodity kind of labor. Therefore, in Europe, there are more consultancy than full-timer, because full-timer, once, German companies hire you, unless there's special reasons, they cannot easily let you go. And that's a big difference about consultancy. So another thing that I'm going to talk about is the speed of business, right? The communication among different departments, or even like cross-company communication. Like if you're a consultant and then you're working with a client, and the client's department, like tech department and pre-sales and sales and marketing and all that, or even like a vertical level communication from like a boss and a director and whatnot. Usually, it's more like bigger turnaround time for communication here. I found it's maybe because that bureaucracies especially in German big automotive companies, and also during this, especially during the summertime, many people leave work for vacation for like maybe 3-4 weeks during the July August period. So during that time, nothing much move forward. Especially if you need a decision from somebody else. So the turnaround time is kind of slower. And of course, that's kind of expected based on vacation days and whatnot. Lastly, I want to point out engineering job in Germany and North America is the kind of demographics of those people. So which countries they are coming from in tech area. So North America, like Canada, United States, as you can tell if you're engineers or if you're in the computer science department, that most of the foreigners who are doing computer science and software engineering are Chinese and Indians. That's it. In United States, it's Chinese and Indian. In Canada, it's Chinese and Indians and Belgian. Those are the majorities, all right? And that's true at the workplace as well. And there are a few, some like, Europeans work in North America, but those are not necessarily probably majority. And here, foreign software engineers, software developers mean is less Chinese. There are a decent amount of Indians I see in tech scene. They immigrated here from the United States or from India. And also a lot about Italians and Romanians. Multiple companies, I've seen Romanian tech people. It seems like tech is pretty strong in Romania. I've never seen Bulgarian or Hungarian or Czech software guys. So this is pretty interesting, right? There are always like Italians, certain countries like Italy and Romania, but I've never seen people working in tech from Hungary, Bulgaria, Czech Republic. That's kind of mystery to me, but certain countries have strong education in certain field like math and information. So that's that. I would say that if you can get work-life balance in Europe while working for North American company, not North American, but American company, that would be the best. So you work for American company, but you get long vacation. That would be kind of like an ideal. But because, in Europe, we get more vacations days and whatnot, we pay more taxes, right? Whereas in North America, they pay less tax, but they work longer hours and then less holidays. So it's definitely a balance, and so this comes down to what do you prefer. This is definitely something that you should think about when you think about what kind of lifestyle you want to achieve in the long term or short term. Maybe if you're thinking about short term kind of experience, then United States, if visa situation allows you to do that, then maybe 1 or 2 years fine. And afterward, if you're thinking about kind of family and stuff like that, if you need more protection or safety net, then maybe Europe might be better at the cost of lower pay, but higher tax and also higher level degree of social welfare protection. So this is really all up to you, and I personally have experienced both, and I know pros and cons. So I would personally settle in like a middle ground, definitely if I have like a family in a later phase, then I'll definitely choose like a European lifestyle because more protection is better, less stress, and it's less more livable that way. With that said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.